Alrighty, sup fuckers. World's Okayest Trader, July 25th. There were a few trades on NQ, nothing on the ES that I caught. I almost had one, but I was distracted. Anyway, we'll get to it. So on the ES, we've got this channel. Where did we start? Here's 9:30. 9:30's in and around there. Not a whole lot. Kind of went sideways. Then we established this nice downtrend, which was great. I was playing with it. Maybe it was there. Maybe it was there. But I think I settled on here. Yeah, it was here. So then we have the break, slightly working, channel working up, EMA rejects. There's the high, first entry, second entry failure, which also would have been a low. New high, first entry. So yeah, there's the low, first entry, second entry. Now, this was a strong bar. It ticked up and reversed hard. I was looking for the second entry short here when the EMA was holding. I got the order in, slapped it in. It just never came back because I wanted a little bit deeper with that strong risk. So it never actually came back. It came back 2 or 3 ticks, and I think I was 4 ticks back from the entry. And then it just flushed. So that was the entry that I missed. Then we get the new low. And then there's this weird uptrend that, you know, by the time you get the second entry, this is a strong push back to the EMA. It kind of rejected off the bottom of this trading range and consolidates and then takes off. This one probably wasn't bad here. I would have had to take it there, not there. And it eventually went, but again, we're looking at 1, 2, 3-ish plus points of risk. And mind you, the ATR has been fairly high, and you would have got at least 12 ticks out of that one, so that was good. Nothing there, nothing there. Maybe this one, because we've got sort of a triple test, sort of consolidating bottom, poke through the bottom and then shot up. Maybe that one. Then we've got the overshoot. So generally when we have such a strong overshoot like this, I'd like to short a good bar. Now that is a top pick because it did and went out. That was another attempt. That could have been, but I don't like the inside bars. What I like is a green bar, push up above and a reverse, which is this one right here. I had my order in, and it already moved 2 points before I could manage to get it. I had a big meeting this afternoon for the day job, and I got distracted and wasn't there. But that one, that to me is something I look for regularly. Anyway, over to the NQ, not a lot of setups, right? This never triggered, huge downtrend, looking for a break, new extreme, which we got, no real entries. This entry here, I stayed away from this one. Honestly, it's a mental issue. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So there's 4, not points, but 40 points. I think that was a 40-point risk. Oh, sorry, 20. So about a 20-point risk, right? It was successful, great, but I don't know. 20-point risk wasn't really in my mindset at that time. I was hoping the bars, the ATR would be a little bit lower. Like, I haven't seen the ATR. Like, the ATR currently is 70, and it's, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, that's, like, normally I see that at 38 and dropping. That's ticks, not points, anyway. We have this potential never triggered. Potential never triggered. Where the VWAP rejected, so I'm looking for the long. Got it nicely there, so that was nice. ATR at this point was huge, like 115. But you know, imagine if it had triggered down there. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, like that's a lot. I think these are 20 tick intervals, so 180 tick bar. Yikes. Anyway, so that worked. Nothing else triggered. A couple were setting up to go short. Didn't happen. This one I liked because it pushed down, reversed, EMA was holding. This went up. Now, because this was consolidated, I didn't take the full profit. I think I took this one at 20 ticks. Yeah, this was a 20 tick because it was consolidating. We were kind of in a downtrend. We didn't have a ton, like we didn't gap above the EMA and then come back, which was also good too because this triggered. And when you get like these double back-to-back, it's never really a good sign. So, and because I was in this one, I never entered this one. Yeah, so that was good. But I would have, if I had have entered this one, if this hadn't triggered, I would have entered this one and it would have been stopped out before it eventually went. Never triggered. I don't know why I didn't take that one. I may have been prepping for my call and around, oh yeah, I was starting close to noon. So, and then they pushed the meeting back, which was fine. I ended up taking that one. And then I started my call, but here was, 1, 2, 3 in a row. No triggers, trigger failure, trigger success. Yeah. So overall, you would have been, if you had have taken sort of every setup, you probably would have been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with. That's because I'm counting that one because I managed it differently. So 7 versus 7 and 2, I think would have been on that day. So yeah, I thought that was a good day overall. I'm happy with that performance. I would have liked to have been focused, but I was watching the charts while I was in my meeting, and I've done this before where I've taken trades in a meeting while I'm not really focused, and it hasn't worked out ever. So I have, implemented a rule that when I'm focusing on trading, I am trading. So that's why those 3 weren't taken. Otherwise, I would have loved that. And even the bar by bar trail would have been nice on that one, especially with that huge risk. But that was also a 46 point risk bar, right? So I probably wouldn't have even taken that one. That one I probably would have been more open to. That one I would have been more open to. With these wick tails, like pushing down and rejecting. And even 2 legs back, right? Like this is a, to the low, almost a measured move, right? 2 legs down. And now you're getting your new high from a break and a new test. So that would have been one I would have taken for sure. Not on a call. This one highly likely. This one not a chance. Not at 46 points. I just know me. I wouldn't have done that yet. Risk 46 points to now. Mind you, when it had gone, you would have gotten 1-to-1 if you had have trailed bar by bar, right? And even then, if you did higher lows, maybe you put it at where that pivoted and then you go to a higher low and follow the higher lows, you would have ended up. But I'm not ready for that. So anyway, that was the day. World's okayest trader is out.